One day, Twilight Sparkle was called to Canterlot to welcome some important visitors from a far-off land. While the other princesses met with the visitors, Twilight was asked to wait outside the throne room. Twilight was confused. Even though she was a princess, it didn't seem like she got to do anything important.
Is there anything else I can do to assist with their visit?
I'm sorry, Twilight, but their visit is already over.
Something wrong?
Princess Luna raises the moon, Princess Celestia raises the sun, you protect the Crystal Empire, and all I seem to do is smile and wave.
Later that night, a unicorn stallion was walking home from the market when he met a mysterious creature.
Very sorry, you came out of nowhere.
The creature called himself T-Rex and stole the unicorn's magic before disappearing into the night.
I am Lord T-Rex, and I will take what should have been mine long ago.
Princess Luna sensed that T-Rex had escaped his prison and was stealing magic.
Then we haven't much time. The stronger he becomes, the more we are all in danger.
The princesses gathered to discuss who would be chosen to capture T-Rex.
His time in Tartarus left him very weak. He has just now gained enough strength to use his dark powers.
Celestia decided that Discord was the best choice because he could sense the magical imbalance T-Rex caused.
Yes, I'll find him.
No, Twilight. I'm afraid I must call in another to stop T-Rex.
Twilight was returning to Ponyville and feeling disappointed when she and her friends ran into Discord.
What are you even doing here, Discord?
Oh, just a bit of light reading before I head off on my extremely important mission. I suppose you all know that I've been tapped to capture a certain escapee.
Discord was bragging about how he was selected to capture T-Rex. This made Twilight feel even worse.
Don't you have a creepy magic-stealing villain to track down?
Yes, of course.
Discord brought the ponies to the Tree of Harmony. This was a magical place that held a mysterious chest.
It's just that I couldn't help but notice that Twilight hasn't yet opened this little chest of hers.
Before he left, Discord hinted that the key to opening the chest might be in the Journal of Friendship.
Oopsie doopsie, I almost left with the little journal you've all been keeping. I've bookmarked a few of the more interesting passages. You really should take a look.
Back at the library, Twilight realized that her friends had each received a special gift for making a tough decision.
I found that each of you has had to face a situation where living up to the element of harmony you represent wasn't easy.
Twilight wondered if the gifts they had received might help them find the keys.
Each of you received something from the pony whose life you helped change.
Meanwhile, Discord found T-Rex and captured him. T-Rex was surprised to see Discord doing a good deed.
Oh, I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing it for my friends.
T-Rex wanted Discord to help him instead. He convinced Discord that the ponies weren't his true friends.
I am surprised that someone with your intellect does not see this. Friendship is but a new form of imprisonment. Join me, Discord, and reclaim your greatness.
Twilight and her friends returned to the chest and discovered their gifts were actually keys.
Fluttershy, it was when you realized that the way to show
Rainbow
kindness to the
Dash,
breezes
you had
was
the
by
chance to
forcing them
fly
leave
with the
your
Wonderbolts
home.
at the
I knew
Equestria
that as
Games.
difficult as it
But
was,
instead, you
pushing
chose
them
to
away
compete
was
with
the
your
kindest
friends.
thing I could
Sure,
do.
but being loyal to my friends was way cooler.
Pinkie Pie, you realized that seeing your friend laugh was more important than proving you were a better party planner than Cheese Sandwich.
Yeah! That turned out to be the best party ever!
Rarity, even after Surrey took advantage of your generosity at Fashion Week in Manhattan, you didn't let it cause you to abandon your generous spirit.
I simply couldn't have lived with myself if I didn't do something special for the friends who've always been so generous to me.
Applejack, do you remember when you had to tell every pony that the tonic Granny bought from the Flim Flam brothers didn't really work?
It was one of the hardest things I ever had to do.
Fluttershy, it was when you realized that the way to show kindness to the Breezies was by forcing them to leave your home.
I knew that as difficult as it was, pushing them away was the kindest thing I could do.
Twilight noticed that there was still one key missing. She still had to earn her key.
There's still one key missing, the key that represents the element of magic, my element.
Twilight's friends encouraged her, but Twilight knew she hadn't earned her key yet.
Think, Twilight. When have you completed a difficult magical task, and in doing so, encouraged another pony to do the same?
I haven't. If I had, I would have written about it in the journal.
Just then, Twilight received a letter from Canterlot. She was needed at once. The princesses discovered that T-Rex was on his way to the castle to steal their special alicorn magic.
T-Rex is set on possessing alicorn magic. When he comes for us, we cannot have what he is looking for.
We do not believe that T-Rex is aware that a fourth alicorn princess exists in Equestria. If we transfer our magic to you, T-Rex will not know where it is gone.
Twilight agreed to let the other princesses transfer their power to her so she could protect the alicorn magic.
This is the role I am meant to play as a princess of Equestria. I will not fail to do my duty.
Celestia, Luna, and Cadence transferred their alicorn magic to Twilight Sparkle to keep it safe. One day, while the Twilight was returning to Ponyville and feel Discord brought before. Meanwhile, T-Rex Twilight's friend just then. The Twilight agreed. Celestia, Luna, and Cadence transferred their alicorn magic to Twilight Sparkle to keep it safe. Now that Twilight had all of the alicorn magic, she left the castle to hide it from T-Rex. T-Rex seized the castle with Discord's help. He rewarded Discord by giving him a golden medallion.
Here, I want you to have something. I give it to you as a sign of my gratitude and loyalty.
But T-Rex became angry when he discovered that Twilight Sparkle was hiding the alicorn magic.
There is a fourth, and you did not tell me this? Where is her castle?
Castle? Oh, no. Princess Twilight lives above a library in Ponyville.
Discord thought T-Rex was his good friend, so he helped trap Twilight's friends in a cage.
Ta-ta!
Why are you doing this? I thought we were friends.
Oh, we were. But T-Rex offered me so much more than just tea parties. Surely you saw this coming?
I didn't. I really didn't.
Discord knew Twilight would trade the alicorn magic for her friends.
You really think she'd do anything for them?
If Twilight has magic to give, it will be yours. Soon there won't be a Pegasus, Earth Pony, or Unicorn who will be able to stand up against us.
T-Rex didn't need Discord's help anymore, so he absorbed Discord's magic too.
You've helped me grow strong. You've provided the means by which I can obtain Princess Twilight's magic. And now you are no longer of any use to me.
Discord realized that T-Rex tricked him and was not his friend. Discord felt betrayed.
But you said this was a sign of your gratitude and loyalty.
Just then, Twilight Sparkle arrived to defend her friends. T-Rex demanded her alicorn magic.
You're going to give me what I want.
Twilight dodged T-Rex's attack, but her home was destroyed. Determined to defend her friends, Twilight shot a magic beam at T-Rex. T-Rex fired back, and the beams erupted into a huge magical explosion. Since T-Rex couldn't beat Twilight in battle, he thought maybe he could trick her instead. T-Rex proposed a trade.
It appears we are at an impasse. How about a trade, Princess Twilight? Their release for all the alicorn magic in Equestria.
Twilight thought this may be her only chance to save her friends, so she agreed to give up the alicorn magic.
I will give you my magic in exchange for my friends.
T-Rex released the ponies, but Twilight would not leave without Discord. She insisted that he be released too.
After the way he has betrayed you, you still call him a friend?
Release him!
If that's what you want.
Discord thanked Twilight for forgiving him. He apologized for betraying the ponies.
Thank you, Twilight. I'm sorry.
With her friends free, Twilight Sparkle released her alicorn magic to Tyrek.
Your turn.
Tyrek grew even stronger. The ponies were not sure how they would defeat Tyrek now. Discord thanked Twilight for showing him the importance of friendship. He gave her his treasured medallion.
Tyrek tricked me into believing that he could offer me something more valuable than friendship. When I say that it is a sign of our true friendship, I am telling the truth.
Twilight and her friends realized that Discord's medallion might be the final key to the chest.
You think that might be the last one we need?
We have to get to the chest.
Twilight Sparkle and her friends returned to the chest with the medallion. It was the final key.
Together! I think we have to do this together!
Suddenly, the Tree of Harmony came alive with a fantastic new magic they had never seen before. The majestic power was the magic of friendship. They would now be able to face Tyrek together. The ponies returned to challenge Tyrek, supercharged with the most powerful magic of all.
How is this possible? You have no magic!
Twilight and her friends used their magic to drain Tyrek of all his powers and send him away. With Tyrek defeated, the ponies used their new powers to restore all the stolen magic to Equestria. The magic even created a brand new castle just for Twilight Sparkle and her friends.
Sweet Celestia! Are you all seeing what I'm seeing?
The ponies would now serve Equestria by spreading the magic of friendship across the land. Twilight Sparkle had become the princess of friendship and celebrated with her friends by her side. The end. One evening, Fluttershy hosted a sleepover party for Sweetie Belle, Apple Bloom, and Scootaloo at her cottage.
Okay, girls, what should we do?
The Fillies were so excited for the night's activities.
I'm staying up all night.
Me too! Me three!
Fluttershy suggested the Fillies play a game, but they had other plans.
So, what do you want to do? Play a game?
We are the Cutie Mark Crusaders.
And we want to crusade for our cutie marks! And we... yeah, what they said!
The Fillies wanted to find out what their talents were, so they could earn their cutie marks. Scootaloo wanted to go explore the Everfree Forest outside of Fluttershy's cottage.
Or we could go adventuring in the Everfree Forest.
Yeah!
Fluttershy warned the Fillies not to go because the forest is full of strange creatures.
Oh no, the Everfree Forest is much too dangerous.
Sweetie Belle asked Fluttershy to come with them into the forest to catch creatures.
But you could go with us and we could catch those creatures. We could be, creature catchers.
The Fillies thought they might earn their cutie marks if they caught a scary creature.
Yay! Cutie Mark Crusader creature catchers! Yay! Cutie Mark Crusader creature catchers! Now, girls, how about we do some nice coloring?
Scootaloo and Apple Bloom made a costume of a creature from the Everfree Forest.
Arr! I am a dangerous creature from the Everfree Forest. Rawr!
Careful, you don't break anything.
Sweetie Belle pretended to be a creature catcher and chased them around the cottage.
I'm Sweetie Belle, the creature catcher, and I'm here to catch you!
While playing, the Fillies accidentally crashed into a table and broke it to pieces.
Sorry, Fluttershy.
Yeah, sorry.
They apologized to Fluttershy and decided to try fixing the table. Maybe their talent was in carpentry.
I know, we could be Cutie Mark Crusader carpenters!
The Fillies hammered away, but what they made didn't look anything like a table.
That doesn't look like a table.
They decided they were not meant to be carpenters, but they did make an interesting sculpture.
We are definitely not Cutie Mark Carpenters.
Some ponies put this thing out of its misery.
All the noise from fixing the table startled the chickens outside Fluttershy's cottage.
Cutie Mark Crusader chicken herders! Come on, girls, the chickens are flying. Fluttershy, your chickens are on the loose!
Don't worry, Fluttershy. The Cutie Mark Crusaders will handle this.
The Cutie Mark Crusaders thought they could help by rounding up all the chickens. Fluttershy decided it was time that the chickens settled down and went back to bed.
There's some good chickens.
She used her special gift, the stare, on the chickens, and they went back into their coop. The fillies noticed that one chicken ran off into the Everfree forest, so they chased after it.
Hey girls, look! Some of the chickens may have escaped!
Fluttershy tried to call the fillies back to her, but she had to follow them into the forest.
Girls, wait!
Deep in the Everfree forest, Apple Bloom and her friends were searching for the lost chicken.
That is not how you call a chicken.
Scootaloo and Apple Bloom bickered about who had the better chicken call.
Now I know how to call a chicken! Scootaloo! Scootaloo! Come on, guys. We're not gonna find the chicken or our cutie marks by arguing.
Apple Bloom thought that maybe arguing was their special talent, so they argued more.
Maybe that's our special talent. Arguing!
Is not.
Is too. Anything yet?
Nope.
Huh.
No matter how much they argued, no cutie marks appeared for them. Just then, Fluttershy found the fillies and urged them to leave the forest right away.
We haven't found the chicken yet.
She told them to leave because there was a dangerous cockatrice on the loose.
There's no time for that. There's a cockatrice on the loose.
Fluttershy explained that a cockatrice has the head of a chicken and the body of a snake.
A cockatrice! It's a frightening creature with the head of a chicken and the body of a snake.
She also told the fillies that the cockatrice has a stare that can turn living things to stone.
The head of a chicken and the body of a snake? That doesn't sound scary. That sounds silly.
Why, if I ever saw one of them cock-a-thingies face to face, I'd laugh at how silly it was.
Just then, the fillies found the missing chicken, but they were confused when they saw two of them.
There he is!
Two chickens?
I thought only one escaped. Grab them both!
Said Sweetie Belle, not knowing that the second one was actually a cockatrice. The cockatrice took flight and swooped towards the ponies. Fluttershy told the fillies to hide behind her, and they listened to her.
Girls! Behind me! Now!
The cockatrice attacked, trying to turn Fluttershy into stone with its magical stare. But Fluttershy used her stare on the cockatrice and sent it scampering away.
Just who do you think you are going around turning others into stone? Don't ever let me catch you doing this again!
The fillies learned a valuable lesson and apologized to Fluttershy for not listening to her.
We're sorry we snuck into the forest.
They promised they would listen to Fluttershy and other ponies who care for them from now on.
Yeah, we'll listen to you from now on.
We promise.
Oh, you do you? Well, you better, or I'll give you the stare.
Even though the fillies didn't earn their cutie marks, they did learn an important lesson. Fluttershy let the fillies frolic with the chickens until it was time to go home. The end. It was Nightmare Night in Ponyville, and Spike was trying to guess Twilight Sparkle's costume.
Are you that one kooky grandpa from Ponyville Retirement Village?
I'm Star Swirl the Bearded. Did you even read that book I gave you about obscure unicorn history?
Suddenly, there was a knock at the door, and Spike rushed to answer it.
That sounds important.
Pinkie Pie and a group of young ponies came by to gather candy at Twilight's house.
Hi, every pony. Great costumes.
Pipsqueak the Pirate at your service. It's my very first Nightmare Night.
Not even Pinkie Pie knew who Twilight was pretending to be.
Yeah, great costume, Twilight. Oh, you make a fantastic weirdo clown.
A clown?
On the way to the Nightmare Night Festival, Rainbow Dash sneaked up on Pinkie Pie and pranked her.
And then we went to Cheerilee's house and we got a bunch more goodies, didn't we, Pip?
Sure did.
Twilight Sparkle did not think scaring ponies was fun, but Rainbow Dash disagreed.
Rainbow Dash, that wasn't very nice.
Oh, it's all in good fun.
Oh, there's another group over there.
Twilight Sparkle and Spike joined the crowd in Ponyville to start the night's celebrations.
Thank you, every pony, and welcome to the Nightmare Night Festival. Now, follow our friend Zakora to hear the legend of Nightmare Moon.
Her spooky voice might work better if she wasn't dressed like that.
Zakora appeared in a puff of smoke and told the ponies to follow her to the Everfree Forest to hear her tale.
Follow me, and very soon you'll hear the tale of Nightmare Moon.
Zakora told the tale of Nightmare Night, when ponies put on costumes to hide from Nightmare Moon.
Miss Zakora, if we wear costumes to hide from Nightmare Moon so she won't gobble us up, how come we still need to give her some of our candy?
Ponies would also offer candy to Nightmare Moon, so she would not gobble them up.
A perfect question, my little friend. For Nightmare Moon you must not offend. Fill up her belly with a treat or two, so she won't return to come eat you!
Suddenly, a chariot appeared in the sky. Could it be Nightmare Moon? Pinkie Pie cried out in fright, and all the ponies scampered back to Ponyville.
It's Nightmare Moon! Run!
The scary figure was not Nightmare Moon. It was Princess Luna, arriving to celebrate.
Together we shall change this dreadful celebration into a bright and glorious feast!
But Pinkie Pie misunderstood. She thought Luna was there to gobble up all the ponies.
Did you hear that, every pony? Nightmare Moon said she's gonna feast on us all!
What? No, children, no! Very well, then. Be that way. We won't even bother with the traditional royal farewell.
Luna was upset about being mistaken for Nightmare Moon, so Twilight followed her into the forest.
Princess Luna? Hi, my name is...
Star Swirl the Bearded. Commendable costume. Now even got the bells right.
Thank you! Finally, some pony who gets my costume!
Twilight told Luna that even though she was trying to be friendly, her approach was still intimidating.
Change our approach?
Lower the volume?
Oh. We have been locked away for 1,000 years. We are not sure we can.
After Twilight Sparkle took Princess Luna to see Fluttershy, Luna learned to speak with a nicer tone.
A little quieter, Princess.
And how about now?
Yes, well done.
Princess Luna was grateful that her friends were able to help her speak with the other ponies.
I thank thee, dear Fluttershy. Our normal-speaking voice shall surely win us the hearts of thy fellow villagers.
Twilight and Applejack showed Princess Luna how fun Nightmare Night could be with a game of pumpkin toss.
You can do it, Princess! Fire away, Princess!
She enjoyed playing Nightmare Night games with the other ponies and decided to try bobbing for apples.
Ha! Your princess enjoys this fun!
Luna arrived at the barrel just in time to rescue Pipsqueak. However, Pinkie Pie screamed because it looked like Luna was trying to gobble up Pipsqueak.
Nightmare Moon is gobbling Pipsqueak! Every pony run!
Help! My backside is being gobbled!
'Tis a lie! Thy backside is whole and ungobbled, thou ungrateful whelp!
Princess Luna was tired of being misunderstood, so she delivered some shocking news.
Since you choose to fear your princess rather than love her, and dishonor her with this insulting celebration, we decree that Nightmare Night shall be cancelled forever!
She declared Nightmare Night canceled and stormed out of Ponyville. The ponies were upset that Nightmare Night had been canceled and the festival was ruined.
But I want it to be a zombie next year!
Shoot, we had everything going our way. Luna was happy, every pony in town was happy. Now look at 'em.
Twilight Sparkle vowed to fix everything. She decided the first thing to do was talk to Pinkie Pie.
It's not over yet.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to do what I do best. Lecture her!
Twilight explained to Pinkie Pie that Luna was not trying to eat any pony.
She's changed, Pinkie. She's not evil or scary anymore, and she definitely doesn't want to gobble you up.
Well, duh!
Pinkie Pie admitted she knew that all along, but actually liked being scared on Nightmare Night.
Sometimes it's just really fun to be scared.
Fun? Pinkie Pie, you're a genius!
Twilight Sparkle realized that sometimes ponies like being frightened and planned a spooky surprise with Luna.
Gosh, I never thought my very first Nightmare Night would be my very last. Goodbye, Nightmare Night. Forever.
Following Twilight's plan, Luna pretended to be Nightmare Moon and gave the young ponies a good scare.
Citizens of Ponyville, you were wise to bring this candy to me. I am pleased with your offering, so pleased that I may just eat it instead of eating you!
Princess Luna removed her disguise, showing that she was not Nightmare Moon. Luna was concerned that Twilight's plan only made the young ponies more afraid of her.
I am not certain that did what you meant for it to do, Twilight Sparkle.
Just wait.
For what? For them to scream some more?
Just then, Pipsqueak came back to ask Princess Luna if she would join them again next year.
Do you suppose maybe you could come back next year and scare us again anyway?
Child, art thou saying that thou likest me to scare you?
It's really fun. Scary, but fun.
Princess Luna realized that the ponies liked her for who she was and had fun being scared by her on Nightmare Night.
See? They really do like you, Princess.
Well then, we shall have to bring Nightmare Night back!
Whoa! You're my favorite princess ever!
Every Every pony was having fun now, and Luna spent the rest of Nightmare Night celebrating with her new friends.
Oh, most wonderful of...
most wonderful of nights.
The end. Rainbow Dash was strolling in the park when she saw all of her friends with their pets.
What are you all doing out here? Well, we always round up our critters for a regular old pony pet playdate in this park.
Rainbow Dash didn't have a pet and didn't know about the weekly pet playdate in the park.
I thought you knew. You didn't know? She didn't know?
Pinkie Pie and the others really wanted Rainbow to join them, but she didn't own a pet.
We were totally gonna invite you, Rainbow. Then Twilight remembered that you don't even have a pet. Oh, please don't be mad at us.
Rainbow Dash said she understood, but was secretly a little upset that she wasn't participating.
Oh, I'm not mad. You all are right. Not much point of a pony pet playdate for me if I'm a pony without a pet, right?
Rainbow Dash decided that she wanted a pet and asked Fluttershy to help her find one.
Just because I don't have a pet now doesn't mean I never want a pet.
Fluttershy was so excited to show Rainbow Dash all the pets to choose from at her cottage.
Oh, really? You really want a pet? Really? Because I've got so many wonderful choices at my house. Oh, and I know you'll just love them.
Fluttershy took Rainbow Dash to the cottage to show her all the different animals she could choose as a pet.
I think this Widow Pooty Tat has your name written all over it. Yes, he does. Oh, look, he likes you.
Pass.
How about a bunny? They're cutesy and wootsy and quick as can be.
Cutesy, wootsy, have you even met me?
There are otters and seals with massive appeal.
Otters and seals do not fly.
Rainbow Dash was very picky. She wanted to find the perfect pet that's just like her. Rainbow Dash really wanted a pet that could fly, so Fluttershy brought her up in the sky. Rainbow Dash was so impressed by all the animals. She didn't know who to choose.
But instead of just one standout, now that's too many.
Not a bad problem to have if you ask me.
Rainbow Dash announced a contest. The animal that won the contest would be her new pet.
There's only room on Team Dash for one of you, and my future pet needs to be able to take it to the extreme.
All the animals were excited. Each wanted to win first place and become Rainbow Dash's new pet. Applejack and Twilight Sparkle wondered if Rainbow Dash knew how much work a pet is.
Does she understand what a pet really needs?
Yeah, like care and attention, love and affection. And breath mints.
They knew how much care and affection pets need because they already had pets of their own. Just then, Fluttershy introduced a shy tortoise who wanted to compete for best pet.
seriously, Fluttershy, the turtle? What did you bring that thing here for?
He just wants a chance to compete. He won't get in the way.
Rainbow Dash thought the tortoise didn't stand a chance at winning because he couldn't fly. She wanted a pet that had it all: speed, agility, guts, style, coolness, awesomeness, and radicalness.
That's pretty much all you can do, huh? Now that's a cool sound! Oh yeah, that is awesome! Yeah, that's speed!
Each of the animals did their best to show off their own unique talents. The competition was too close to call, so Rainbow Dash announced one final test.
The final tie-breaking contest is going to be a race against me through Ghastly Gorge!
To choose the winner, Rainbow Dash challenged all the animals to a race through Ghastly Gorge.
Gesundheit.
Rainbow Dash explained the rules of the race to all the contestants.
Whichever of you make it across the finish line with me will have proven you can keep up with me and will have earned the honor and glory of getting to be my pet.
Whichever animal crossed the finish line with Rainbow Dash would become her new pet. The race was full of obstacles for the contestants to overcome.
Come on, slowpokes! You want to win, don't ya?
Each animal had to navigate through a prickly patch of tangled thorns. Rainbow Dash was in the lead when suddenly an avalanche trapped her beneath a rock. She started to get worried and hoped someone would stop to help her out from under the rock.
Oh, no. This can't be happening. Some pony, any pony, help me! Help me!
All of the contestants flew high over her on the way to the finish line, except for the tortoise. The slow-moving tortoise stopped to help Rainbow Dash and lifted the rock off of her wing.
Woohoo! My prayers have been answered. Oh, thank you.
The tortoise carried Rainbow Dash out of Ghastly Gorge and across the finish line.
Oh, thank goodness you're not hurt, Rainbow.
Just my pride.
All of Rainbow Dash's friends were so happy that she returned safe and sound.
I certainly hope all of this dreadful dust was worth it. Achoo!
It sure was, if it means Rainbow gets to have her own little critter just like the rest of us from now on.
Rainbow Dash learned that a competition isn't the best way to choose a pet.
Today I learned what the most important quality really is. A never give up, can-do attitude that's the mark of a real winner.
Rainbow Dash realized that the best pet for her was the one that cared for her the most.
What you did, I owe you one.
Rainbow Dash declared the tortoise was the winner because he stopped to help her.
The only racer who crossed the finish line with me was the one who stopped to save me when I needed help.
Rainbow named her new pet tortoise Tank because nothing could stop him.
You just can't stop that little guy. He's like a tank.
The rest of the animals were disappointed that they didn't win, but they were happy for Tank. They saw the courageous thing that he did and congratulated him on becoming Rainbow Dash's new pet. Rainbow Dash even made Tank a special helicopter outfit so he could fly with her. Now Rainbow Dash and Tank could join in on their friends' pony pet playdates.
Come on, Tank! We're gonna be late for our very first pony pet playdate!
To celebrate, Rainbow Dash and all her friends went to the park to play with their pets. Rainbow Dash and Tank had a wonderful time at their first ever pony pet playdate. The end. Manhattan is a gorgeous city with many great sights to see around every corner. Rarity was invited to Manhattan's Fashion Week to present her designs at the biggest fashion contest of the year. The ponies were excited to be in the big city. It was so beautiful. They couldn't wait to go sightseeing. As they walked the streets, Rarity explained that in Manhattan, every pony does nice things for one another.
That is what makes Manhattan so splendid and amazing. You do something nice for some pony, and then you never know when they'll do something nice for you.
The city was so amazing that they almost forgot about the contest. If they didn't hurry, Rarity would be late.
Oh, it's no use. The cab drivers just drive right past to get to the next pony in line.
Suddenly, a kind cab driver arrived and offered to take Rarity to the contest right away.
So now, which of you nice folks are hopping in?
Fashion Runway Plaza in 7 minutes. Can you make it?
Hang on!
Rarity made it to the Fashion Week Runway Plaza just in time for the contest check-in, but she forgot the dresses.
My dresses! How can I possibly forget them?
Luckily, Rarity's friends remembered the dresses, and a friendly bellhop delivered them to her.
Got 'em right here, ma'am. Your friends told me you need these in a hurry, so I offered to race them over myself.
You're a lifesaver!
Backstage, Rarity met some of the contestants in the fashion contest.
Hello, every pony. Pleased to meet you all.
Prim Hemline, the host of the event, was upset that Rarity barely made it on time.
Miss Rarity, how is it that all your competitors are here half an hour early, and yet you arrive seconds before we begin?
Oh, just lucky, I guess.
A pony named Surrey helped Rarity load her outfits into the dressing room. Surrey was also competing in the contest.
My, your collection is gorgeous! She liked Rarity's dresses so much that she asked to borrow a swatch of her fabric, and Rarity said yes.
Just a touch of this fabric could be perfect with it. Oh, hey, would you mind terribly if I took a swatch?
Oh, not at all. Here, I have loads extra.
At rehearsal the next day, Rarity discovered that Suri had done more than just borrow some fabric. Suri had stolen Rarity's designs and showed them to the judges first, pretending they were hers.
You stole my fabric!
I didn't steal it, okay? You gave it to me, remember?
How could you possibly make all of those outfits out of it so fast?
Suri was dishonest and cruel. She made her assistant, Miss Pamel, work all night without even saying thank you.
Well, I wanted to make sure you'd win, so I took the extra time to...
Quiet! I pay an assistant to sew and get coffee, not talk, okay?
At the hotel, Rarity told her friends that her designs had been copied. She was very upset.
And then one of the other contestants used some of my one-of-a-kind fabric, and then she turned it into a wardrobe just like mine. Only now it looks like I'm the one copying her.
The ponies comforted Rarity by offering to help make new dresses for the contest.
Now, Rarity, whatever went wrong, we're all here to help you get through it, no matter what it takes.
Still determined to win the contest, Rarity had the brilliant idea to use a hotel theme for her new designs.
This new line is going to be marvelous! Perhaps even better than the last. It's daring, it's bold! Perhaps I still have a chance after all!
Even though they would miss out on sightseeing, Rarity's friends helped her create the new fashion lineup.
Oh no! We're short on time. Would you help me make the most fashionable dress? I'm thinking hotel chic. You're a lifesaver!
After hours of sewing, the ponies finally finished Rarity's dresses, but they were so tired that they fell fast asleep.
There. That's the last of them.
Rarity took the dresses and hurried to the contest. She was so distracted that she left her friends behind. The fashion contest had begun, and soon Prim Hemline announced that it was Rarity's turn. And now, Rarity from Ponyville with her brand new line. And I mean brand new. Hotel chic. The crowd was very excited to see Rarity's new hotel chic dresses. However, Rarity realized that she left her friends behind at the hotel.
My friends! They didn't come. What have I done?
Rarity zipped off the stage and left in the middle of the contest to go find her friends.
I have to go.
Come back at once! This is unheard of!
While Rarity searched for her friends, she thought about the way she treated them earlier. Rarity regretted not thanking them and leaving them behind.
Oh, they worked so hard on my behalf, and I repaid them with unkindness. What have I done?
Rarity found her friends at the hotel. They all looked sad because Suri told them that Rarity lost the contest.
Suri told us you lost. We're really sorry.
Rarity apologized to her friends for leaving them behind and promised to make it up to them.
I lost? You know what? I don't even care. I'm just happy you're all still here after how I treated you.
Twilight and the others forgave Rarity and understood how much the contest meant to her.
We may not have seen you at your best, but we know you, and we would never let one thing like that change how we feel about you.
Every pony was surprised when Miss Pummel arrived with the first place trophy. It belonged to Rarity. Miss Pummel explained that Suri lied about Rarity losing the contest and tried to take the trophy for herself.
Suri was hoping that if you didn't claim your prize, the judges would consider it a forfeit and first place would go to her.
Miss Pummel also brought Rarity beautiful rainbow-colored thread as a gift. She thanked Rarity for her generosity.
Well, I saw how generous you were with your friends and how generous they were with you. It made me start believing there was something better for me out there. So I brought you something to say thank you.
The ponies learned that gratitude and kindness are part of the magic of friendship. Rarity celebrated the power of generosity with her best friends in the streets of Manhattan. The end.
One day, Pinkie Pie invited all her best friends over to celebrate Gummy's birthday.
Just wanted to tell you how happy I am that you can make it to Gummy's party!
You always throw the best parties, Pinkie Pie, said Fluttershy. After the party, Pinkie Pie waved goodbye to all her friends. Bravo for hosting yet another delightful soiree, said Rarity. See you later, birthday alligator, said Rainbow Dash. Great party, said Twilight Sparkle. I haven't danced that much since your last party, said Applejack. We should do this again soon, smiled Twilight Sparkle.
We should do this again soon!
They would in fact do it again soon, because all the ponies were going to throw a surprise party for Pinkie Pie the very next day. The next day, Pinkie Pie showed up at Twilight Sparkle's door. She wanted to have another party for Gummy right away. But it was the same day as her surprise party.
You said we should have another party soon, and it's soon. Here's your invitation.
Thinking fast, Twilight Sparkle made up an excuse and told Pinkie Pie she could not come to her party. I wish I could make it, but I've really got to hit the books, said Twilight Sparkle. Pinkie Pie galloped to Sweet Apple Acres so she could invite Applejack to her party.
Who's ready to shake their hoof thing?
Applejack could not tell Pinkie about the party they were planning for her, so she made an excuse too. I can't make it. I have to, pick apples, said Applejack.
A party is still a party, even if there are only 3 guests,
said Pinkie Pie. So off she went to the Carousel Boutique to invite Rarity.
Gummy's after birthday party is this afternoon.
Rarity did not want to ruin the surprise party for her friend, so she made up an excuse too. I have to wash my hair, said Rarity. Pinkie Pie went to deliver her invitations to Rainbow Dash and Fluttershy.
We're house sitting, for a bear,
said Rainbow Dash. They said they could not come either. No ponies were coming to Pinkie Pie's party.
There's a bear around here who lives in a house?
Pinkie Pie was confused. Why could none of her friends make it to Gummy's after-birthday party?
Something strange is definitely going on around here, Gummy.
Meanwhile, Twilight Sparkle trotted over to the sweet shop to pick up the cake for Pinkie Pie's surprise party. She reminded Mrs. Cake that the party was a secret and not to tell Pinkie. I don't want her to know anything about this, said Twilight Sparkle. Pinkie Pie felt sad because Twilight Sparkle was keeping a secret from her.
But we're friends. What wouldn't Twilight want me to know anything about?
She wanted to discover what was going on. Pinkie Pie put on a disguise and followed Twilight Sparkle as she brought the cake to Rarity. I'd hate for her to ruin everything, said Rarity. She didn't see me at the sweet shop, Twilight Sparkle whispered. Pinkie Pie followed Rarity and saw her pass the cake to Fluttershy. All her friends were planning a party without her. Can you believe she was planning an after-birthday party today? Said Rarity. I'm just glad I was able to come up with an excuse, said Fluttershy.
I thought every pony loved my party,
Pinkie Pie said to herself. Just then, Pinkie Pie noticed Rainbow Dash with a bag of supplies. She wanted to know what was in that bag. Pinkie Pie chased Rainbow Dash all the way to Applejack's barn. Pinkie Pie banged on the door.
I know you're in there!
"You can't come in here," said Applejack. Pinkie Pie threw a party for Gummy without her friends. She invited some pretty strange guests instead.
I'm having a delightful time as well. This is one great party. You really outdone yourself. Could I have some more punch?
Rainbow Dash tried to convince her to stop acting weird and to come with her. "What do you say we get out of Creepy Town and head on over to Applejack's?" said Rainbow Dash. Her surprise party was waiting, but she did not know that.
I'm having a wonderful time right here.
Rainbow Dash had to shove her into the barn, where everyone was waiting to give her a big surprise. "Surprise!" yelled all the ponies. It was Pinkie Pie's surprise birthday party. The ponies had been planning it for so long.
It's my birthday! Oh, how could I have forgotten my own birthday?
We had to make up excuses for why we couldn't attend Gummy's party so that we could get everything ready for yours, said Rarity. They had kept it a secret from Pinkie Pie so it would be a nice surprise. "We wanted your party to be a surprise," said Rainbow Dash. "Happy birthday, Pinkie Pie," said Twilight Sparkle. Pinkie Pie felt so happy.
You girls are the best friends ever!
She said. "Let's party," said Applejack. Pinkie Pie had learned a valuable lesson.